10 generational blessings that follow covenant keepers. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping his covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who love him and keep his commandments. Deuteronomy 7:9, NIV. God is a covenant keeper. He does not deal with his people through emotions but through covenants, divine agreements sealed by promise and faithfulness. When a believer walks faithfully in covenant with God, the impact doesn't stop with them. It flows into their children, grandchildren, and generations yet unborn. Here are 10 generational blessings that follow those who keep covenant with God. 1. The blessing of divine favor. Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor, as with a shield. Psalm 5:12. Covenant keepers carry an atmosphere of favor that cannot be explained, and it doesn't end with them. Their children inherit that divine endorsement. People help them for reasons they can't understand. Doors open beyond qualifications, and grace speaks louder than effort. Reflection. When you walk uprightly, your obedience becomes a seed of favor your children will harvest. 2. The blessing of divine protection. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Psalm 34:7. Covenant keepers enjoy divine covering. Their households are marked for protection. Even in times of danger, unseen hands shield them. The blood of the covenant is stronger than any curse or attack. Reflection. When you keep covenant, your lineage becomes too defended to be defeated. 3. The blessing of provision. The Lord will command the blessing on you, and in all to which you set your hand. Deuteronomy 28:8. God ensures that the descendants of covenant keepers never lack. Like Abraham's seed, they carry the blessing of abundance and supernatural supply. Even in famine, provision locates them. Reflection. God sustains not just your wallet, but your lineage. Covenant supply never runs dry. 4. The blessing of long life and health. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Psalm 91:16. The covenant of obedience often attracts the promise of long, fruitful life. It's not just about years, but about strength, peace, and legacy. Your children will inherit not just your years, but your spiritual vitality. Reflection. Every act of obedience today adds strength to tomorrow's generations. 5. The blessing of generational influence. Your descendants will be mighty on earth. The generation of the upright will be blessed. Psalm 112:2. Covenant keepers raise voices that shape culture, politics, and purpose. Their children become influencers, reformers, and lights to the nations. God honors faithful lineage with impact beyond borders. Reflection. A righteous man's obedience becomes a platform for his children's greatness. 6. The blessing of supernatural wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9-10. Those who walk closely with God attract divine insight. Their children inherit discernment and understanding that far exceed human logic. Families rooted in covenant carry generational wisdom that guides their decisions. Reflection. Obedience today deposits discernment into your family line. 7. The blessing of peace and stability. Great peace have those who love your law, and nothing causes them to stumble. Psalm 119:165. Covenant families are marked by peace, not chaos. Even when storms arise, they enjoy divine calm. God establishes their homes with order, unity, and emotional rest. Reflection. Covenant peace is not the absence of storms. It's the presence of God in every storm. 8. The blessing of unbroken legacy. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Proverbs 13:22. Covenant keepers leave more than material wealth. They leave spiritual inheritance. Their faith, integrity, and example become a lasting foundation. Their lineage continues to serve God long after they are gone. Reflection. The greatest inheritance is not money, but a pattern of faith your children can follow. 9. The blessing of mercy in generations. But showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. Exodus 26. Mercy runs in the bloodline of covenant families. Even when a descendant falters, mercy speaks for them because of the covenant of a father or mother who stood faithfully before God. Reflection. Your obedience today can become the reason your children are spared tomorrow. 10. The blessing of eternal covenant. I will establish my covenant between me and you and your descendants after you throughout their generations. Genesis 17:7. The ultimate blessing is a generational relationship with God. From Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, covenant faithfulness passed down. God delights in walking with entire families who remain loyal to Him. Reflection. When you keep covenant, you don't just change your life, you change your bloodline's destiny. Finally, God never forgets a covenant keeper. While others chase temporary gains, covenant people invest in eternal rewards. The faithfulness you show today will echo in your children's tomorrow. But the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting on those who fear Him, and His righteousness to children's children. Psalm 103:17. So stay faithful. Guard your covenant. Let your life become the seed of blessings that your great-grandchildren will still be reaping.